to our weird news desk here.
Weird news.
Okay, I'll read your line too. Here's a news story you might not have heard.
Oh, my bad. Yep. Good job, Matt. Way to stay on top of things.
We love you, Silver. We're just joking. An 80-year-old woman was being held hostage by a lunatic, and her daughter saved her life because the mom hadn't sent over her daily Wordle score.
There you go.
So this is actually not the B. Let me open up the actual article here. This comes from The Hill. And it says, an Illinois woman was saved from a man holding her hostage in her home after her daughter suspected something might be wrong when she had not sent her Wordle update. Denise Holt, 80, had been held hostage for nearly 17 hours last week after a naked man broke into her home in Lincolnwood. The man, who was not named, reportedly entered Holt's home, dragged her around the house, and disconnected her phone lines before locking her into a basement bathroom. She said, I didn't think I was going to live. Her daughter alerted police to check Holt's home on Sunday night when she realized that Holt had not sent her score for the daily word puzzle and did not answer the phone. I didn't send my older daughter a Wordle in the morning, and that was disconcerting to her, Holt said. When local authorities arrived on the scene, they discovered a broken window and found the suspect on the second floor of Holt's home with multiple knives. He was naked with multiple knives? Guy lives dangerously. They were able to safely remove Holt from her basement, and she did not sustain any injuries. The suspect was detained and placed into custody on Monday morning. He has been charged with home invasion with a dangerous weapon, aggravated assault against a peace officer, aggravated kidnapping while armed with a dangerous weapon, and more. Wordle, a puzzle game, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You still playing Wordle, Mo?
You know, I am, yes. However, the last couple days, yeah, go ahead and read that. Read that.
KY says, I'm thinking it would be pretty easy to disable a naked man. Well, she's 80. Give her a break.
Still, that's a lot of years of experience there to figure out. Anyway, the last couple days have just been so insane that by the time I get in bed, I'm like, oh, I didn't do Wordle. I'm not doing it now. There's no way I'm going to make it. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I send the Wordle to Topher, I send it to Chris, and I send it to my friend Allie. None of them cared enough to think that I was being held hostage that I didn't send it to them for the last several days.
Bubba says not sending a Wordle is now grounds for filing a missing persons report.
Or, at least calling in for a wellness check. So.
Thanks for that, Lark Silver. Oh, yeah. I mean, it has become very quickly a standard thing for most people to do.
Yeah.
My wife and I send it to each other. Bubba posts a thing every day on his Facebook, and 1,000 people comment their scores on it. Like, it's a communal thing for as long as it's going to last.
So I even have to tell you, there was a night last week when I don't remember what I was doing. I was I was having to do the taxi, taking our kids back and forth and to and from everything. Chris and I alternate nights of the week where we taxi our children around. Mm-hmm. I will be so glad when my boys can drive. But Chris was sitting in the chair and was down to his last guess and could not figure it out. And I had just come in really quick. He's like, babe, have you done the Wordle? And I said, no, why? I can't figure it out. And so I walk over to him and I look over his shoulder and I look at the letters that he's already used and I tell him the word. And he's like, oh, thank God I didn't have to have an X out of 6.
Yeah.
And so then I kicked myself because I didn't even do the Wordle that day, but
But you had already figured that. You could have had a 1.
I know. Sheesh.
I had my first miss the other day. It was
really?
Very sad.
So did Topher.
And it's because and it happened today too, which today, recording day being Friday, is I started, the word that I start with gave me both vowels.
Yeah.
In the right spot.
Okay.
And so I guessed 5 other words. None of the letters were in those words. Not a single other yellow or green.
Yeah.
And I got it on the last one. Thank the Lord. But the one a couple days ago, I did that exact same thing. I had 3 of the letters, but there was so many different choices.
You never realize how many words have the same letters except for one letter. You know, it was, well, I don't remember what the actual word, possibly shake. What was it?
I don't remember what mine was.
Thursday night, last night. I actually did it last Thursday. Anyway.
But I know it had gotten down to where I literally only had 2 options left, and I picked the wrong one.
Lovely.
And I'm like,
Great.
but I was a trooper. I still posted my score, and I took my lumps.
Yep.
I hung my head in shame.
Yeah. That's how it was with shake, though, because I did shake, or I did shape.
Shame, shape.
Shape, shame, share, shave.
Shale.
It was finally the very last guess, and I'm like, oh, please, 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 please. Shake. Yes, okay. Yay. Oh.